So as we start any lead generation initiative or demand generation, whatever it is, we always want to talk about our ideal client profile, our ICP, our buyer personas. You've seen these before. We've talked about this in other boot camps. It is really important that we understand who they are, right? So if you don't have a buyer persona card, you haven't created that yet, we can definitely help you with that. I would encourage you to just think through who it is. And really for this exercise today, what we want to talk about is, where does your buyer hang out, right? Anybody ever seen Wreck-It Ralph or Ralph Wrecks the Internet? You know, they kind of go through this, like, they literally put the internet as a city. And there's this idea or concept that's just like web as a city, or even just city as a city, right? You can think of basically, where are the places that they're going? Where on the internet, where in the city do people go and hang out? Both offline and online, right? So where are they? So offline, you might, obviously, they might be working from home. They could be at their office. They might be going to events. They could be going to stores or restaurants, or maybe there's clubs that they go to, or events, or, you know, sporting activities. The question is, where do they hang out? Online, they might be on social media. They might email, YouTube, wherever they're. The thing is, wherever your buyer is, that's where you want to be, right? And so simplified demand generation is go be wherever your buyers are. Now, obviously, that's a little harder than just saying, hey, go and be where they are, right? So what we're going to talk about is, how do you kind of use different tactics to go and capture attention, right? A key foundation as you go into a lead generation strategy is that you have a clear message. I'm going to assume that you have a clear message. You've had discussions and boot camps on this in the past, but the value-based messaging that we create from that framework should come into our ads. It should come into our emails and our call strips and everything else we're doing there, right? There is also a difference between inbound and outbound marketing, right? So as you go, there's kind of a push strategy into the market, right? Where you're going to push your way in through interruption marketing. And then there's a pull strategy through inbound marketing. So inbound marketing tends to be more customer centric, more permission based, targeted, you know, SEO, logging. It's definitely a pull strategy, right? On the outbound marketing side, it's more marketer centric, right? So it's the marketer trying to push their message. They're interrupting. Sometimes it's targeted, sometimes it's not so targeted. You might be cold calling or emailing, but you're really pushing your way into the market. And there's different strategies and there's different approaches on how you do that, right? So we're going to start this with an exercise today. I want you to think through, take out your piece of paper, and just write down, where are you getting your leads today? So how do people find you today? You know, are you tracking these? Do you know? Just go and make a list. Try to make a list of just all the things you can think about of today. So we're talking about just a baseline of what's happening today. So go ahead and we're take a few minutes and do that. We may not need the full 5 minutes, but go ahead and just write down, where do people find you today?